This episode is brought to you by Espolón Tequila. Slow, sticky, snoozy. They call these the dog days of summer. But Espolón? They don't do boring. Welcome to the Marg Days. Espolón Tequila. 100% blue Weber agave, born to shake up your summer. Just add lime, agave, and a little attitude. Visit espolontequila.com. Espolón Tequila, 40% alcohol, volume 80 proof. Copyright 2025 Campari America, New York, New York. Drink responsibly.
No time, no problem. Bobbi Brown's Longwear Cream Shadow Stick works as fast as you do. So, no surprise, it's the #1 eyeshadow stick in the U.S. Whether you're heading to the office, school drop-off, or for days that blend into nights, one swipe, and your shadow is set for 24 hours. Because doing your makeup shouldn't take an hour, and let's be real, who has that kind of time? Now available in new shades. Discover them all at Sephora.
The Sarah B. Show, coming through your stereo. Say it loud, let's sing it proud, like a homegrown rodeo. The Sarah B. Show, coming through your stereo. LT2 is where you go to hear the Sarah B. Show.
What's up, guys? Oh my gosh. What is up? I'm just sitting here sipping some electrolytes. I ended up getting this weird off-brand because I just couldn't. I always go Liquid IV. I love them. Their sugar-free options are delicious, but they're so dang expensive. And this brand was like really good. They actually were better. I read the ingredients and they were better on everything and cheaper and had more in them. And I was like, okay, I'll get them. And they're interesting. They're very salty, which obviously electrolytes, but they're yummy. Anyway, trying to get my electrolytes in because I leave tomorrow morning. I leave tomorrow morning for Italy. That's crazy. I wanted to get a quick podcast in for you guys, even though I really don't feel like I have like a lot to talk about that has happened within the last like couple weeks or whatever, or weeks since I've done one. But I wanted to get one in for you guys. I've just been really concentrated on working out, trying to get back to being healthy since my body's been so like weird and out there. Anyway, so yeah, I have some stuff to talk about, but I just wanted to like, say what's up, not leave you guys hanging for, the next 10 days or so while I'm gone. So I made a list. I forgot so much stuff to talk about last time. It could have been the Sauvignon Blanc, absolutely could have been, and the brain deadness from lack of sleep and lack of eating. I will say I've been way more spot on now. I've finally been eating again and sleeping again, and it's very strange because I've lost like a lot of weight. I'm officially back in the 140s again, which is interesting, but anxiety is a fun thing and it acts very weird. I would not recommend it. It's not been fun, but clothes are fitting great, so there's that. But I am starting to eat again, and it's lovely. So whatever, I'm gonna just start going down my list. And here we go. Okay. So one, I got a lot of complaints on the last podcast, mostly from my run club friends, because they were talking about all the stuff I missed out on, and they are right. I sat there, I was so out of it. So first of all, what I was getting ready to go do, or what I couldn't talk about last week, is I was supposed to be going to do an interview. I was conducting an interview with Taron Egerton and Chris Knowles, I believe, Nick Knowles, Chris Knowles, something like that. I don't even know. He was a director of this new movie coming out that is starring Taron Egerton, and I was so excited because obviously I love him. I'm a huge fan of Kingsman, and I think Eggsy is so cute. Oh my gosh! So they were supposed to originally come into studio for the Lex and Terry show, and their flight ended up having some problems, not making it in. They were going to get in later that night, so we kind of finagled things, and we got it to where I was actually going to get to go interview them at this theater. So they were going to be at North Park at AMC. They were going to be doing the screening of his new film, and then they were going to be doing a Q&A after, and then I was going to get to interview them in the green room after, which would have been so freaking great. And I was so nervous, but I was like, I cannot miss this opportunity. Like, oh, he's so hot. Like, I'm such a fan. And I will say I watched the new movie. It's called like She Rides Shotgun, and I was so bored. And this is my honest opinion, it's just not my type of movie. I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to say bad things, but you guys might like it. I don't want to give anything away. I don't think I'm allowed to like talk about really what happens in it yet because it's not out yet, but it was good. I got the pre-screener. And it basically, like, I was intrigued at first, and then I was like bored, and then it turned into like a movie that was on in the background while I scrolled on Instagram, you know? But either way, like, I watched enough I had some really like great questions, some funny ones, some hard hitting ones. I was ready for that freaking interview. I got so cute, so professional, sexy. It was going to be a fun night. And then literally 2 minutes before I walked out the door, I had the connection call, and she was like, "Hey, I'm so sorry." And anyway, they were actually still sitting on a plane on the tarmac in Chicago. So they'd made it from LA to Chicago, and then had a ton of problems with their plane in Chicago, from like emergency stuff to a changing planes, mechanical failure, like just one thing after the other. So they actually weren't even making it in for the screening or the Q&A. So she's like, "You can come to the screening if you want and watch the film." And I was like, hard pass. Not really sad. Thanks, but no thanks. So anyway, that's why I went to get wine, and I was pretty bummed because I was gonna freaking kill that interview, and also I didn't get to meet Eggy, which is unfortunate. But maybe another day, Taryn Edgerton. Maybe another day. So that's why I went. I took my book to the wine bar, had a couple glasses of wine, read, and it was lovely. And then I did a podcast where I missed a lot of information. I even called my podcast Dinosaurs and Fireworks, and I don't even think I talked about either of those things. I talked about Kaboom Town, didn't go into how it's one of the biggest fireworks shows in the country, but there were fireworks, and I think I meant to double entendre that of like fireworks literally and figuratively, because boys and stuff, you know, I don't know. But fail. And the other thing I didn't talk about was my dinosaur party. I don't think I even mentioned that. Like, I told you guys it was my birthday. I think I told y'all I had a party. It was dinosaur themed. I have a theme party every year. What was the theme last year? Last year was mermaid theme, under the sea themed. The year before that, I believe, was midsummer. No, last year was midsummer. Before that was under the sea mermaid theme. The year before that was, I believe, Avengers or like superhero theme. I don't know. Either way, you guys know I love any excuse to dress up, and this one was dinosaur themed. I dressed like a sexy explorer, and it was so fun. All my friends came. It was a great time. Run Club is like legit, man. Like, they're like my new family, and I just love them so much. And they showed up and showed out, and it was great. And Will and Ann were like hilarious that night. Will showed up in a Magikarp shirt and was just like, they got so drunk. He put a dinosaur tattoo in the middle of his forehead, and like every song somebody would sing, he would go out there and do this like crazy dance. And like, I remember when I was singing, like I just came up and started doing it, and I couldn't even sing. I was laughing so hard. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And then Anne killed it with her karaoke. First time ever she got to do it, and she did Dancing Queen, and it was just awesome. It was the perfect night. And I loved wearing my little explorer costume. I don't know when I'll ever wear it again, but it's in my closet, and every time I go in my closet, I'm like, I'm never going to wear that again. Maybe for dress up in some, you know, relationship that comes up. Who knows? We'll see. Save it for sexy time. Some role-playing action or something. Okay, so that happened. And then the last thing I got to complain about is in the July expedition there of that like 3-day partying of, you know, Kaboom Town, 4th of July, all that. I did not talk about the Slumby. So basically, it's day 2 after Kaboom Town. You know, I had friends over. We all went to the pool, had like a little pool day, got rained out. We ended up going to a brewery, local brewery here. It was super fun. And then, you know, just hanging out, going around our little neighborhood here, which is kind of like our own little, like, it's like a little bubble. Like, everyone knows everyone that lives here. It's really fun. I love it. I've talked about it. Great community. But my friends ended up coming back that night, and like I was saying goodbye to someone, and next thing I know, I come back in my apartment, and Katie and Hunter are in my bed, and they're like, "Slumby," and I'm like, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, it was so fun. So we're like in bed. It's like 1 a.m. We have been hanging out for like 2 days straight. We're drinking seltzers in my bed, 3 of us, and I have like a little queen bed, queen for a queen. Anyway, but it was just a fun night. They ended up spending the night. We all slept in the same bed together. Like, we had a Slumby, and we ended up, you know, having a few seltzers. We were like FaceTiming people all night, including our Run Club group. I think Toonch is like the only one that answered. We're like, "Give us the door of your apartment." Like, it was just so unhinged. It was so fun. So I had to mention the Slumby, and then we agreed that we needed to have like a once a month Slumby. Which, you know, that was in July. We have August. We have to make this up, but I'm gonna be gone for the next like 2 weeks, so it'll happen. But anyway, it was the highlight of July. It was it was so much fun. Okay, so there's that. Look, I do have stuff to talk about. I was like, I have nothing, and it's like 9 minutes in, and I've still got a lot of this list left. So let's take a second to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, and that is Go Cleanse. What? Go right now to gocleanse.com/Sarah. That's GOCLEANSE.com/SARAH. And if you guys want to get a little healthier, feel a little better about yourself mentally, physically, feel good from the inside and look good from the outside, go to Go Cleanse. Check out their cleanses. They have an 11-day option, a 30-day option, or again, I always say this because I love doing it this way. I buy the different cleanses and then I kind of do them as I want. Like a little piece here, a little piece there. I'll do sometimes like a 4-day or just like a 1 week, or depending on schedules, because I know everybody's is rough. But the common denominator here is I always have it in my pantry and ready to go for when I need it, and I love it. They don't just have stuff for the weight loss and the feel-good stuff. They also have beauty products. Like I always say, I do their collagen every morning. It comes in these little glass bottles, and it tastes so good, and it's so good for you. Just so many great things over at gocleanse.com. So once again, go to gocleanse.com/Sarah. Get yourself equipped. Let's all get healthy on the inside and the outside together. We know mental health is just as important too, if not more important than physical. It's just all important, guys. Take care of your body. It's the only one you've got, and your mind. Let's do it. Okay, next up, I was a part of a photo shoot last weekend that was super fun. A lot of you reached out about that online. It was really awesome. And I want to shout out the company. It was for RB West. Yes. And so proud of her. If you guys know Liloba, dating Lex from the Lex and Terry show, she is opening a Western store. It'll be online soon, and she's opening the first one, and then I think she's opening 3 total, which is so awesome. Like, again, so many people talk about this stuff and then never take action and do it, and she's freaking doing the damn thing, and I'm so impressed. I'm very inspired by her. I think it's amazing, and she is not only doing it, but she's freaking killing it, you guys. So last week, we got to go in and do a little photo shoot, which was super fun. It was me. I did the girl wear, and then obviously they had another model there. His name is Esteban, and oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys saw the pictures or videos, but the damn. He was very good looking and very, very, very sweet. Such a gentleman. And I gotta say, our chemistry together was like unreal. I was really nervous about this because I'm not the most photogenic person. I'm like Chandler being in photo, it's not cute. But first of all, they did videos, which was helpful. So basically how I remembered is they're going to be doing still shots, but also like in the actual store, they're going to have a big video screen, and these videos are going to be like replaying on loop, while the store is open, and even while it's not like basically like advertising. So that's pretty rad. And the studio was so awesome that we went to in downtown Denison to film, and everybody was so nice, and it was so crazy. So first of all, Esteban, super hot. Like I said, like such a gentleman too, like so like that country, like, chivalry, that you just don't see anymore except for in freaking movies, and it's like, damn. So I was just like, all I was carrying were a couple of hats, and he's like, hey, can I get those for you? And I'm like, oh, okay. So cute. And anyway, I was in the room, and I was saying to everyone, I was like, God, he's so cute. And he walked in right when I said that, and he's like, oh, and he's like, right back at you or something. I was like, oh my God, my face was like a strawberry. I didn't have to see it. I felt it. I had like tomato face going on, but it was just so fun to shoot with him. It was basically like they would give us direction of like, walk up to the bar, put your jacket on the chair, sit down, act like you're getting a drink. And then he walks in and do this, and then you guys just talk. And it was like cool because we didn't know each other. So it was basically like, felt like we're on like a first date, talking, getting to know each other. And the chemistry was all there, and it was all caught on camera. And it was so natural and so raw and real and authentic. And it was really awesome. And it was so funny because all the people behind the scenes, like camera and photo and everything, were like, this is the first time you guys have met? Like, you don't know each other? And we're like, no, it was crazy. So it was really fun. We did some mountain shots, like arm around each other, like we're camping, and like it was a blast. And then a dance scene too, where I was like supposed to teach him how to dance, but he knows more country western, like two-stepping than I do. I'm like, and he's Latino, and I was like, I could teach you salsa, like bachata, anyone? Cool, okay. Anyway, the shoot was awesome. The clothes were phenomenal. She so graciously gave me a pair of boots from that, and I got this really cute pair of flare jeans that I will definitely show you guys when it's not 100 degrees here. But OMG, they were so freaking cute. So freaking cute. Yeah, I cannot wait. Like I said, I'm going to spend so much money there. Like, just get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Like, their stuff is legit. So check it out. RB West. Had a great time. So much fun. So professional. It's gonna flow up. I'm very excited for her. Okay, now let's, I guess, get to the end part, which was me leaving tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I checked in, oh my gosh, I checked in 4 hours ago. So my flight is tomorrow at like 2:30 p.m. or something. I hate getting to the airport super early, but as somebody like, I don't know, I'm always running late, like as far as like my personal travels, because I'm like, I need this, I need that, you know. I'm not the most punctual when it comes to myself and my personal adventures. So I'm going to try to get there 3 hours early, like they say to do. Getting it up early, shower, get all ready. I have mostly everything packed. I already have my clothes that I'm wearing tomorrow set out as well. I'm just like really trying, as I'm an avid overpacker, and I'm trying so hard to not make my backpack so heavy. When I went to Ireland, I literally, like I told you guys, I had the heaviest backpack ever. Like, I think I have permanent back pains and problems from that. It was so dumb. So I'm really trying hard to not make that happen. I was really proud of myself because I bought this super cute dress recently at Zara. And it reminded me of like Emily in Paris. And I was like, I'm wearing this in Italy. And I tried it on last night and I was like, okay, this dress barely covers like my entire behind. Like it's real short. And I was like, okay, standing here and sucking in and having it pulled down is okay. The second you start walking, this thing starts riding up. And also like if you sit on a bar stool, you are going to be exposed to everyone. And I was like, and also you're walking everywhere. You're really going to wear this and think you can walk everywhere. I was like, don't take this. Also, like it fits like a freaking glove right now. I'm going to Italy and yeah, I'll probably like, you know, be okay because I'll be walking everywhere, but I'm going to eat. I'm going there to eat. I'm going to eat all the pasta, all the croissants, all of the freaking wine I'm going to have. Like, I'm going to probably be like a bloaty little girl. And, and that dress is not going to be cute for long. I'm not going to wear this. I unpacked it. I was proud of myself for that. So we'll see. I want to have some cute outfits for the evening, but I also like, I just want to go have fun. And I know it's not a fashion show. Like, you know, I'm only going to be there 10 days. Now, the crazy thing I've noticed this last week, I did go to the doctor because I was having kind of like an ear infection. I almost felt like tinnitus in my left ear, like riding my motorcycle with no earplugs, only in the left ear. I was like, "Argh." So I went, just better safe than sorry. My friends make fun of me for how much I go to the doctor. But she did say they were really red and she's like, it's probably like allergies or it could be a sinus infection. Let's do like a Z-Pack. So I started antibiotics, just to like, you know, get it out of my system. And even she was like, oh, where are you going? And I was like, oh, I'm going to Italy for 10 days. And she's like, oh my God, that's so exciting. Like, who are you going with? I was like, just by myself. And she's like, oh, you're meeting a group there. Nope, just going by myself. And she's like, oh, you're brave. And I was like, okay. And she's like, please be careful. You know, you've looked up like safety stuff, right? And all this. And I'm like, yes. And she's like, you traveled alone before. And the other girl said that too, you're brave. She goes, oh my God. She's like, I'm getting anxiety just thinking about this. And I'm like, yeah, and I was like, and then another lady this morning, same thing, you're brave. And I was like, everybody keeps saying that. I was like, brave or stupid? I don't know, but, or I was like, brave or crazy? And I was like, but brave sounds better than crazy. So let's go with that. So every woman is like, you're brave. But every guy is like, oh my God, that's so hot. I was with my mom last night and she was like, just helping me get some last minute stuff for packing and, you know, just hanging out, watching a movie. And we went for a couple drinks and, I think I mentioned this before. There's a pilot school here, and all the pilots go to this bar. And one of my pilot friends last night was he had a few, but I told him that, and he's like, "Oh my God!" And he's like, "That's so hot." He's like, "You just went up like 10 times hotter in my book that you're doing this." I'm like, seriously. So guys think solo travel is hot. Women think you're nuts for doing it. So kind of funny. And then after that, he was like telling my mom he wants to date me and asking for her hand, like. This isn't a marriage proposal. Like, if you want to ask me out. Don't ask my mom if you can date me. It was very funny though. So that was a fun night. What else? Brave versus hot. Yeah, that's basically it. My apartment's a mess right now. I showed that in a video earlier. I normally like to like leave my apartment clean. I even like to like wash the sheets. Like I like to have everything done. So when I come home from a long trip, I walk in and I'm like,
she's made up her mind to live pretty smart. Learned your budget responsibly right from the start. She spends a little less and puts More into savings keeps her blood pressure low and credit score raises. She's cutting debt right out of her life. She tracks her cash flow on a spreadsheet at night.
Boring money moves make kinda lame songs, but they sound pretty sweet to your wallet. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865.
Now at Chipotle, our all-new Chipotle Honey Chicken brings Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet. Seared smoked peppers and savory Mexican spices, blended with a hint of pure honey for a perfectly balanced sauce. All combined with fresh, tender chicken hot off the grill, served up in your favorite burrito or bowl. New Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level. But it's only at Chipotle for a limited time. Order now in the app for pickup or delivery. Chipotle, for real.
This is nice. I don't think that's gonna happen this time. I just do not. It's like 6:30 p.m. I actually want to go out right after this and go on like a 2 or 3 mile run just to like get a last little bit of exercise in and get some of this anxiety out. I don't have a lot, but it's just any that's there. I want it gone. So I'm gonna go on a run, and then I need to eat dinner, and then I need to post this, and then I need to finish packing, and I'm meeting my friends in a few hours. I have a lot to do. So cleaning is not probably going to be on the agenda there. So I'm going to come back to a freaking hurricane of an apartment, which is fine because I do like the fact that when I come back, I have like half of a week left of time off. So I'll have time to clean and chill and catch up on sleep and all that good stuff. So that's exciting. Also, I've reached out to a few of my friends that are in Italy. Some of them are not there. I was so excited because one of my friends, Luca, who like races sailboats, he just posted that he was in La Spezia, which is like right by Cinque where I'm staying. But then he just boarded a ship in Australia this morning. I'm super bummed. Super bummed. I might see my friend Isidoro, who's like the biggest Italian nerd I've ever met. We used to show each other memes, and he would call memes memes. And we would always fight over Captain America and Iron Man because, you know, he was delusional and thought Iron Man was a real superhero and better than Captain America. And emphasis on the delusional. He's a little delulu. A delulu. Anyway, but I am meeting up with my friend Lorenzo and his girlfriend. And I think he's bringing another friend of his, a colleague of his who apparently is a male model. And I've seen pictures, and I can attest that I would believe this very much so. Anyway, it's just gonna be really fun. I'm so excited. Gonna see some old friends. You know, I plan enough to like have a nice little itinerary, but also like a lot of free time to just like chill and do my own thing. I also found out from a girl I just met too about this awesome place in Florence that is like a library, and so there's like books everywhere, but they also have like really great food and a bar and stuff as well. Man, I'm just so excited. And like I think I said this last time, I found that there's a really cool jazz club like walking distance from my hotel that I'm staying at as well. Y'all, I am so excited. Like, if nothing else happens, that I just like go from bar to bar and have Aperol spritz and eat pasta and bruschetta and oysters and I mean, whatever. We'll see. I'm just really, 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 really excited. So it'll be great. The thing that gave me like the most anxiety too is my friend Lorenzo was telling me how scary and like dangerous that the train stations were. He's like, you'll be fine at the airport. So basically when I get to the airport, I have to take a 30-minute train ride to this like Rome Central station. And then I get my ticket for the fast train. It's like an hour and a half or 2 hour fast train to Florence from there. But that's where he says is very dangerous. He's like, look for people wearing sunglasses, people bumping into you. He's like, the pickpocketers there are freaking pros. So I'm nervous. I bought a money belt. I'm going to keep my like touristy airplane outfit on when I get there. Like, I'm basically bringing like a Viore set, like a light hoodie with like, you know, sweatpants kind of thing. And I know they're going to be like, ugh, this like lazy American, but it's fine because I'll have a tank top on underneath it too. So I can put my money belt, which goes against my body. Then I'll have a tank top over that. And then my light jacket that I can roll up over that. So I'll have my passport, my cards, my money, my phone, like everything in there. So hopefully I'll be good. I'm feeling very nervous about it. Even Laloba was telling me, she's like, I'm very savvy about this stuff. And I was literally like on the plane and I looked down and my watch was gone. And I was like, wow. So we will see what happens. I'm very like la 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 and distracted easily. It's just who I am. So I'm trying to be extra careful and being alone, you know. So we'll see what happens. But you know, Ireland was great. So we'll see how Italy is. Another I. All the I countries. And I actually wanted to do Iceland in during Thanksgiving or whatever. So we'll see. Okay, well that's all I have to say. Apartment a mess. Yep. I did it. I made it through the whole list. So there you go, guys. There you go. I'm done. Finito. All right. Well, thanks for following along. Also, you can go to sarahbshow.com. That has all my social media handles on there, as well as old episodes you can listen to. And, yeah, follow me on social media. I'm torn. I always go between, do I want to stay off social media completely and enjoy my trip? I also have the mindset of like, well, if I don't post, nobody knows I'm on vacation. What is that on? Nobody wants this. How do people know you're on vacation if you don't have social media? Anyway, I just get excited and I want to post and share with you guys. So I might try to do like a balance, take some videos, pictures, and then take a couple hours out of the day and then post my stuff. More often than not, I usually just post away. So follow me. I'll post everywhere when I get back. But as you guys know, Instagram is usually my big spot. Instagram.com/Sarah B. Morgan, or just at Sarah B. Morgan, I guess you could do. And I've been pretty good at posting to my Facebook fan page as well. The Sarah B. Morgan. So we'll get her done, y'all. We will get her done. So we will see. I'll, get to the airport early tomorrow. I kind of hope that I don't want to wait in long lines or take forever to get into the airport, but I also don't want to get there 3 hours early and get there immediately because those who've been listening forever and know me know that my airport go-to is a dirty martini. And if I have 2.5 hours to kill before getting on that plane, then I need to find somewhere to read a book or something and try to avoid the bar because I really don't want to have more than one or two. Plus those make me sleepy, and the second I get on the plane I get so tired, and I want to try to stay up. So my flight leaves at 2:30. It's a 10.5 hour flight. My plan is to obviously get on, stay awake. I have audiobooks I brought instead of regular books to not take up room. And I've downloaded some stuff like Happy Gilmore 2, which, by the way, I got a lot of messages from you guys. I have not seen it yet. I know Bad Bunny is in it, and that is the only reason I want to see it, to be honest. So I did download that. I'll be watching that on the plane tomorrow. I also downloaded Hunter Wives because everybody keeps telling me to watch that. Texas Socialites. So we'll see what that's all about. And I was going to download Eat, Pray, Love, but it wouldn't work. I was sad because that's I don't know, every girl loves Eat, Pray, Love. And it's just going to Italy to eat. I'm so excited. So we'll see. But I'm going to try to stay up for at least till dinner, and then probably have a couple glasses of Cabernet and then try to pass out. That is going to be the plan. And yeah, it's exciting. And I upgraded to premium. So I have a lot of extra leg rooms and free drinks. And I think I told you all this before. I'm sitting in this is the section or the kind of plane that has 2 seats. So it's a window aisle and then a block of 4 and then 2 seats window aisle. I didn't want to have to make somebody else get up a lot because I always feel bad. As a people pleaser I am. If I have to pee, I won't make them move. And then I don't want to get woken up constantly for the person next to me having to go to the bathroom. So the block of 4 it is. I'm sitting on the outside there. And again, extra leg room. So hopefully nobody wakes me up. They just step over me like a potato that I am and go to the bathroom. So anyway, I don't know. I'm just telling you all this stuff because I'm so excited. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. I love y'all. Stream this, share it, do all those things. Check out sarahbshow.com again for past episodes and social media handles. Follow along. Send me messages if y'all have any tips. I've gotten a lot from y'all already, which is so nice, so sweet. I love it. And and gocleanse.com/Sarah if you want to help out and get some products there as well. Spread the love, sending love all out to each and every one of you. And y'all, oh my God, I'll be back in 11 days. Thanks for listening to another episode of The Sarah B Show. Ciao, ciao. Ci vediamo dopo. Un gran bacio.